Hey there. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, 1971. Mets are in first place, 2011. It's May 16th. Lineups are A.G. Harrelson, Marshall, Jones, Kranepool, Aspromonte, Grote, Foley, and Ryan on the mound for the Mets. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, Cash, Davalillo, Clemente, Hebner, Oliver, and Robertson, and Sanguian, Alley, and Doc Ellis on the mound for the Pirates. Let's do it. Tommy A.G. versus Doc Ellis. Both A pitchers. We're reading the black and we're reading the white. And it's going to be a snake eyes, and that's ball 4 to Tommy A.G. So he trots on down first with a base on balls. One batter, one runner. Here's Buddy Harrelson with a 41. That's usually a walk, and it is back-to-back base on balls by Doc Ellis. So struggling a little bit with his command here early on. First and second, nobody out. Here's Dave Marshall. Pitch to Marshall with a drive, and that's going to be one hop off the wall in the gap. And one run comes around to score. 1-0 Mets, and let's see what Harrelson will do. Harrelson, if he's F or if he's S, he will hold. An A can risk, so Harrelson's an F, and he will hold at third. So a RBI double for Marshall. Marshall batted .238 in 1971. Cleon Jones with runners on second and a third, and the infield's going to be drawn in here. Pitch to Cleon Jones with a 56, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Strike him out. Big strikeout for Doc Ellis. Next up is Eddie Kranepool, steady Eddie Kranepool. Again, infield plays in. Here's a pitch. And that's a 43, and a 43 will be a fly ball to right field. Let's see if this will score a run. Who's playing right field for the Pirates? It's Roberto Clemente. Do I need to ask? And I could try to score on a risk chart, but Clemente, I believe, has an S arm. He does, so that'll be, I would be safe on a, I would be safe on a 6. So I'm going to hold up. I'm not going to challenge Clemente's arm, and here's Aspromonte. Here's pitch, and that is a 46 and a 5, and at this ballpark that's going to be a foul ball. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Here's a pitch to Aspromonte again, and a 32 will be a 1-16 double, and it's 11. That's going to be a drive down the line, fair ball into the left field corner. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, 3-0 Mets, and standing on second base with a 2-out, 2-run double is Bob Aspromonte. He looks like he's going to have a big career for the Mets. Here's Jerry Grote up next. So Doc Ellis getting hammered here early in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch to Grote with a 46 and a 9, and that's going to be a foul ball. Again, souvenir for a lucky fan. Here's a pitch to Grote again, and a 35 will be a fly ball to right, and under it is Clemente to retire the side. But the Mets come up with 3 runs on a couple of hits and a couple of walks. Going to the bottom of the first, 3-0 Mets with the Pirates coming to bat. All right, here come the Pirates. Cash, Dave Cash, Nolan Ryan with the pitch, and that is 55. Line base hit, and Cash is a threat to steal. There he goes, and we're going to check for the error, and no error. So it's a stolen base. He's safe on the 15. Oh, no, he's out at second base. He's out at second base. 2-6. So Grote throws out Cash trying to steal. Oh, actually, that was the second roll. No, he is safe. He is safe. My bad. I was rolling for the error on the second one. So he got the stolen base. He's on at second base. And here's Vic Davalillo. And that's a 63, which will be a strikeout. 1 away. Davalillo swings and misses at a Ryan fastball. What a surprise there. Here's Bobby Clemente with a 35, and a 35 is a blank. 35 will be an out, kind of an out. Bounce to second base. That will allow Cash to go to third. 2 outs, runner on third. Here comes Richie Hebner. There we go. And that's going to be a strike 3, and that retires the side. So a couple strikeouts here in the first inning for Nolan Ryan. So 1 hit, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the top of the second inning. Tim Foley laying it off. And it's a 46 with a 14, and that's a pop-up and in foul territory. The first baseman has plenty of room. 1 down. Nolan Ryan's next. Here's the pitch from Doc Ellis, the right-hander. And a 16 is a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Doc Ellis. Top of the order now, Tommy Agee, who walked and scored a run in the first inning. And Tommy Agee lines one for a base hit. And he will run, and there he goes. The throw down from Sanguillen, and he is out. Sanguillen throws out Agee, and that is 2-6. And that's the third out. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left. We move to the bottom of the second inning. It's 3-0 Mets. Al Oliver with a 43, and that'll be a base on balls. You know that Nolan Ryan struggles with control at this point in his career. And Bob Robertson, power hitting first baseman, and that will be a 12, which will be a base on balls 1-6, and that's a 6. So that's a base on balls. Back-to-back walks for the Pirates. And here's Manny Sanguillen. Pitch to Manny, and that's a 36. 36 is a blank, and a 36 will be an out. A 10, it's lined to the right field and right into Marshall's glove in right field. No advance. Here's Gene Alley. Gene Alley with a 23, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Ryan. Pitcher Doc Ellis up. And that's a 54, which you don't want, right? That's a wild pitch, and that will be a wild pitch. So Ryan, who is wild, lets one fly and puts one to the backstop. So both runners move up. Again, the pitch to Doc Ellis. And that is a 22, which will be a strikeout to end the inning. So a couple walks, but 2 left on, no runs, and we move to the top of the third. All right. Buddy Harrelson leading off as a switch hitter, bats from the left side against the righty Ellis. Here's the pitch, and that's a 13. That'll be fly ball, center field. Under it is Al Oliver, and squeezes it for the out one away. Dave Marshall now with a 65, and that's a drive against Ellis, and that ball is caught in right field. And here's Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones leads the Mets in hitting with a 13, and that's a 1-8 base on balls, so it's a 15. This has to be a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Doc Ellis. So Doc Ellis is settled down now. After struggling in that first inning with his control, gave up a couple of doubles, a couple of walks. Here's Dave Cash leading off the bottom of the third with a 52, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. KD strikeout. Next is Vic Davalia with a 21, and that's a fly ball, center field. On the run is Agee, and Agee tracks it down. Got a good read on that ball right off the bat. And this is a check swing, and it's a grounder right back to Ryan. He picks it up and throws out Roberto Clemente 1-3. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan. We go to top of the fourth. Here's Ed Krankpool. And the 34, and that will be ground ball to short. Alley over to first, 1 down. Bob Astromonte, who doubled home a couple of runs early in the game, 55. He lines one, base hit here. So he's 2 for 2. Here's Jerry Grody now, swings from the right side with a 66, and that's going to be a deep drive over the center fielder's head. Hits off the base of the wall. Let's see if Aspromonte, are they going to hold him up? Yes, they will. Going to hold up Aspromonte. Going to have second and third here. So it's a double for Jerry Grody. And the infield's going to be in for Tim Foley. There's a pitch to Foley, and it's a 24. A hit by pitch, but with a 5 will not be. So instead, that's going to be a ball that's grounded to third base. And with the infield in, they will hold. There's going to be a 5-3. And here's Nolan Ryan with second and third and 2 out. Pitch from Ellis. That's a 14. Strike 3, and that retires the side. Strikeout number 4 for Doc Ellis. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left. And we move to the bottom of the fourth. We're flying by in this game. two big names in this game. That's why I decided to stream it. Here's Richie Hebner with a 45, and that'll be a base on balls. Again, Ryan struggling with his command, and Al Oliver. And a 43 will be a base on balls, back-to-back walks. So the second inning where Ryan's allowed back-to-back walks. Now it's Bob Robertson. Good power. And that's going to be a 26. With against a lefty, it's a single. Otherwise, it's an 11. And an 11 will be, yeah, it's going to be a ground ball to short. And the runners will move up. Both runners move up in the hole. Long throw to first. Only one play. And he gets him at first. So second and third now. He feels back. Willing to concede a run, but that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikes out Sanguillen. So Ryan rears back with a little extra, on it, and strikes out Sanguillen. 61, Gene Alley, and that's a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Back-to-back Ks. So Ryan comes back strong after allowing two runners on walks. And he retires 3 in a row after that. And we move to the top of the 5th inning. This is where my hit and runs and my sacrifices start kicking in. Just speeds up the gameplay for me so I can get through a season a little bit quicker. Even though speed is not my goal, but I do like to get things done. This is a swing and a miss, strikeout for Tommy Agee. He goes down on strikes. Next up is Harrelson with a 42, and that'll be a fly ball to right. Under it is Clemente, 2 down. And here's Dave Marshall. Marshall's 1 for 2. Got a double, and here he's going to fly out to left. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 5th. All right, and Doc Ellis leading it off. Doc Ellis leading it off. Here's a pitch from Ryan, 36, and that'll be fly ball center field. Under it is Agee. Squeeze it for out number 1. Dave Cash up. He's 1 for 2 with a stolen base today. And it's a 36, and that is a ball hit right back to the mound. And Nolan Ryan throws him out. 2 down. Vic Davali, the lefty, with a 45. That's a base on balls, a 2-out walk. That's the 5th walk allowed by Ryan in this game. Clemente next with a 14, and that'll be fly ball to right. In the gap on the run is Marshall, and he runs it down. No runs, no hits, 1 left. And we move to the top of the 6th inning. Cleon Jones leading it off against Doc Ellis with a 13, and that's a 1-2 base on balls, and it will be a walk. And it's a walk. No, there's no plus there, so he stays. He doesn't try to steal or anything like that. Eddie Kranepool now with a hit and run. There goes Cleon Jones with an 8. 4-4 will be a foul ball. Let's try it again. There we go again, and that's going to be a 7 this time, and a 61 is a strike. Steals of second, minus 6, and then minus an extra 2, so that's a minus 8, and he becomes a 3. We roll a 14. He's thrown out. 2-6, so he's out at second base. Eddie Kranepool with a 34, and that's a fly to right, 2 away. Bob Aspermont with a 26 against the lefty. It's a single. Otherwise, it's bounced to short. Charged by Alley. Alley fires the first in time. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Bottom of the 6th, Richie Hebner leading off. He's 0 for 1, K and a walk. 63, that's a strikeout. Another strikeout for Ryan. Next up is Al Oliver with a 22, and that's ripped to right field for a base hit, and there he goes. And he is out on the attempted stolen base, so Jerry Grote throws him out. It's 2-4 this time. And Robertson, 61, and that's a strikeout. So no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. And it's Doc Ellis against Jerry Grote here in the top of the 7th inning. The score is 3-0 Mets. It's a 52 and a 52 with a 4. I believe that's going to be a strikeout, and it is. Grote strikes out. Here's Tim Foley. Tim Foley's 0 for 2. He fouled out and bounced out to the third baseman. Here's a pitch from Ellis, a 62, and that'll be a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks for Doc Ellis. Ryan with a 62, and he strikes out. So Ellis strikes out the side in the top of the 7th. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We move to the bottom of the 7th, and Nolan Ryan so far pitching a shutout. Here's Manny Sanguine with a 61. He swings and misses. Strikeout number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 strikeouts for Ryan. Wow, Gene Alley's up next with a 22, and that's a 1-9 walk, and that's a base on balls. And will we get attempted steal? Yes, we will. There he goes. And we got to re-roll that because we used it already. And he's out. Oh, no, that's actually a pickoff attempt. So we may get him to, we may pick him off. He's a weak arm, though, so he's going to be a righty with a weak arm. Righty with a weak arm is going to be a 1-2. He's out 18 or 20, 18 or 20 throwing error. No, he gets back. So Gina, Doc Ellis, do we pull Doc Ellis? He can go, Doc Ellis can go 33. You know, this is 1971. We're down 3-0. Do we pull Doc Ellis here in the 7th? Or do we let him bat? Bat at 200. You know what? I'm going to let him bat. And that's a 25, and that'll be a ground ball second base. 1 to, they get 1 at second, back to first, 4, 6, 3, double play. No runs, no hits. Nobody left, and we move to the top of the 8th inning. 3-0, Nolan Ryan versus Doc Ellis. Here's a pitch, Tommy Agee with it, a snake eyes, and that's going to be ball 4. Harrelson with a hit and run. There goes Agee, and that's a 31. Let's see what that's going to be. If he's an A, hit and run A, he's a hit and run B. So it's a pop-up to third base. 1 down. Marshall now with a 36. And that's an out. Right back to the pitcher. 1 to 6 to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Fielder's choice from Marshall. Here's Cleon Jones with a runner on first and 2 out. Pitch from Ellis, a 42, and that's line and caught by the third baseman, Aspromonte. Hebner, no runs, no hits, 1 left with the walk. And we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Nolan Ryan pitching a shutout here against Dave Cash with a 22, and he rips 1 to center field for a base hit. So a single for, leadoff single for Dave Cash. He's on at first. Let's try a hit and run there. It's going to be a 4, a hit and run A. Is he an A? He is a B. So it's going to be popped up. Left side, third baseman Aspromonte makes the catch. Here's Robbie Clemente, the pitch. And that's a 24, which will be an out. A 9 is a fly ball. Right field, under it is Marshall, and he squeezed it for the out, 2 away. He retired. Clemente's actually 0 for 4 today. Here's Richie Hebner, pitch from Ryan, a 25. And that is line to right field for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the 9th inning. What was this, like a 10-minute game? Eddie Kranepool, steady Eddie Kranepool. Here he goes. And a 64, and that's going to be a ball hit right back to the mound, played by Ellis. And Ellis feels his position and throws out Kranepool. So Kranepool's 0 for 4. Here's Aspromonte. He's 2 for 3. Pitch to Aspromonte, a 64. And that will be lined to center field. And right there is Oliver, 2 away. And Jerry Grote. Jerry Grote with a 25 and bounce to third base. Over to first in time. No runs, no hits. We move to the bottom of the 9th. 3-0 Mets. Wow. Nolan Ryan, Oliver, Robertson, and Sanguine. Got 3 complete games in 26 starts. This could be one of them. Let's see what happens. He can go until he gives up a run once he's got a shutout going like this. That's going to be a swing and a miss by Oliver, and he goes down on strikes, and he doesn't like it. Next up is Robertson. Robertson with a 51 and a 19, and that's going to be an error check on the shortstop. Picked up by Harrelson. Throw to first, and just gets him Robertson doesn't think so. He was hustling down that line. Not much speed, but he was really hustling on that one. 2 away. So Sanguillen now. Sanguillen's 0 for 3, struck out twice. Nolan Ryan looks in to Grote for the sign. He winds and deals. And that's going to be a line drive to right field. And is that going to drop? And no, Marshall makes the catch. And that's the ball game. No runs. No hits. None left. 3-0 Mets. They scored all the runs they needed in the first inning against Ellis. And from that point on, this was a pitcher's duel. How many hits for the Mets? Let's see. Mets had, wow, they didn't have many. That's 2, 3, 5 hits for the Mets. And 1 hit in that first inning. Wow, 2 hits. A 3-hitter for Nolan Ryan. And I don't see any errors anywhere. There's no errors up there, no errors down here. So for the Mets, it's 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Pirates in the 3rd game of the series. So the Mets take the series 2-1. It's Pittsburgh, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. The win goes to Ryan. The loss goes to Ellis. Ryan goes, pitches a 5-hit shutout. Walks 3, 4, 5. Walks 6. Strikes out 10, 11. Wow. Picks up the win. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, Fall Classic Baseball.